Have you ever played Diablo 3 and thought to yourself, oh gee, I wish there was an easier way to press this button. I wish that the game could press the button for me, especially when it comes to spamming certain abilities. Well, guess what? There is an easy way to do it. The game can instantly cast abilities for you, or auto cast, however you want to call it. This is quite an old trick. We're going to be using our numpad and numlock and our key bindings for the PC version of Diablo 3. Super helpful, super easy to do, and for those of you that have known about this little trick for a while, I'm sorry. I get a lot of beginner players coming to me asking for advice. A lot of new players always coming to Diablo 3 on a daily basis, and this is pretty much for them if they don't know it. But if you just come here and see me and you love my voice, you love my ugly face and want to hear me talk, then hear me talk. This is how we do auto casting. So this is definitely helpful with abilities that you have to spam often. So we're using a wizard here, and we're going to be using the Arcane Form and Arcane Blast as an example. So see this ability here that I'm spamming? You can probably hear my finger on the keyboard constantly pressing 1 as we're going around. So if we're not pressing it, the ability is not happening. So Arcane Blast, Arcane Blast. So the good news is you don't have to constantly be pressing that button. We can set up a key binding on our numpad, our numlock, and we can be auto casting and instant casting. So the way we do it is we go into our options here and we go into key bindings, and then we want to go into gameplay. So as you can see here, we got our action bar skills. So skill bar 1 is our arcane form and our arcane blast. So what you want to do is make sure that your numlock is on. Then click on the button and press numpad 1. So for action bar skill 3, we're using the teleport as an example. So click on that and press 3. Apply, accept, and then we're good to go. So now watch this. So when I go into arcane form, once the cooldown dies down, I can also explain in the meantime, say your skills here, your buffs, you can also use this on multiple skills. So all of these buffs here that we've got, they do last 10 minutes, so really they're not much of an issue because we're not spamming them. We have to activate them every 10 minutes. But if you don't want to keep looking at them, or if you're playing a Demon Hunter and you have to reactivate Vengeance and you've got decent cooldown reduction, then you can definitely use this trick for these skills as well. You can use them for every skill on your action bar. You can do multiple skills at once. You don't have to do one at a time or anything like that. So we'll do one first. So let's say we want to go into arcane form and spam arcane blast. So what we want to do, make sure that our numlock is on. Make sure it's on. Press 1 and press numlock again. And that way, look, instantly casting, instantly casting. So we're just going to go around, and I can just stay here, no arms. Look, it's casting automatically, instant casting, auto casting. Don't have to do anything except click on where I want to go, and I can do it one-handed, drinking coffee. So that's how we do the one skill. The only thing you have to keep in mind is you can't hold down a mouse button. For some reason that screws up the numpad, the numlock. You can't hold down the button like I am now. You got to click on it. So click on the area you want to go. It might take some getting used to because I used to always hold down the button, but you got to click. And see, there we go. It just instantly goes again. We just got to click. So if you're clicking, we're good. But if you hold down the button, see how it's not auto casting? Let go of the button and keep clicking, and we're all good. It's auto casting or instant casting. So it's definitely helpful for some skills in some aspects, but you might find that it's annoying in others. It just depends on the build that you're using. If you're using like a proper traditional Fire Blast build where you're constantly spamming Fire Blast, this would be definitely handy. It just depends on the character that you're playing and the build that you're also playing. Like I mentioned, you can also use 2 skills at once. So let's turn this off now. So once we get out of arcane form, I'll show you what I mean. So let's say we want to put teleport into the equation. Let's say we want to actually teleport and also keep casting Arcane Blast while in arcane form. Definitely possible. Like I said, you can activate all the skills on your action bar there, so we can definitely be doing your arcane blasting and archon form while teleporting at the same time. And all you have to do is just direct where you're going with your mouse here, while also having these buffs and the armor powers also reactivating as they run out. You can definitely do it. It's totally fine. Like I said, all you have to do is make sure that you're not holding your mouse buttons down. Make sure you're clicking, no holding, and you're good to go. It'll take some getting used to, but a lot of top tiers still use this trick to this date. All right, so let's go teleport and arcane blasting at the same time, and let's see how it works. And as you can see, we're arcane blasting and teleporting at the same time. It's actually madness, but all we have to do is guide our wizard here with our arrow. And as you can see, while Arcon is on cooldown, we're still going to be teleporting. And if you want to stop this auto casting, you just click numlock, hold numlock, and press the ability buttons like I just did, and that turns it off. This is definitely helpful with skills, especially like with demon hunters. I think if you forget to reactivate vengeance all the time, this is definitely handy just to have on. Sometimes for a build like this, it can get annoying, especially if you forget to turn off the auto cast, and then you instantly go into Archon, and you might not want to. But experiment, check out your different builds, and just experiment with how you can do auto casting. If you're doing some sort of spamming build version on a character, then this will definitely be beneficial. Check it out. I hope this was helpful. I love you all. Don't forget to subscribe, click that notification bell, and we'll talk more Diablo 3 real soon.